You seem to be hiding over here. Forgive me. I didn't mean to startle you. It's just, I've been watching you all night, and you seem to be wishing you could blend into the wall. Your outfit is even the same shade of cream as the paint. Have I offended you? I've been told that I often speak much too harshly, without much tact. One would wonder how I even managed to end up here in this ballroom tonight. You're still silent. Are you perhaps a deer? There. You do have emotions. Good to see. I find anger to be a very compelling emotion. Gives you some color to your cheeks. I confess the trend of making nobles look like ghosts with powder is quite ugly. Not that you're ugly. I mean, it's just... See, this is why I never come to these things. But what, pray tell, is your excuse? Yes, you're hiding here. You may call it something else, but every time someone approaches this area, it seems like you shrink back even more than usual. Are you, perhaps, trying to be a painting of some sort? I suppose it could be interpreted that way. I assure you, it's not my intention to offend you. I simply saw you from across the room, and my curiosity got the better of me. I am no one of importance. Well, I suppose I am somewhat important. Apparently, they don't just let anyone into these events. And you? A noble of no consequence. Now who's being secretive? All right, fine. You keep your secrets and I'll keep mine. So, I suppose that puts us at an impasse. Have you danced yet? Yes, tonight. Or have you simply hidden every time a potential partner draws near? No. I confess it's quite... endearing. You're quite honest with your wishes. Most people here would lie with sugary words and try to jockey for influence. You simply wish to disappear. It's a feeling I know quite well, but unfortunately I am unable to hide. My family simply won't allow it. Lots of talk about duty and responsibility and, well, you must know. Isn't that why you're here? Ah, and do you have a deadline to find a marriage partner? By the end of summer. And what if you don't? Ah. And do you think your family would go through with it? No. I am an only child, too. I understand the pressure to continue on the family legacy too well. Would you do me the honor of the next dance? Your family is here tonight, correct? Then surely, if you had at least danced with someone, they'd go easier on you. Maybe give you some breathing room. You aren't the only one with a deadline, though my mother can be much more aggressive, so to speak. But I suppose that's a problem we all have in common. Parents mean well, but sometimes their wishes can come across as demands. Forgive me. I'm rambling. Yes, a dance. One. Then you can go back to becoming one with the wall. You do know how to dance. Good. Then you'll be able to lead me. I confess that I often confuse my steps. Your hand, then? I'm told that people do speak during these dances, whisper words of love and other such things. No, I would never do you that dishonor. You hardly know me, and I you. Even so, you do look stunning in this candlelight. And the blush is most becoming of you. Forgive me, I seem to be unable to stop. Perhaps I'm under your spell. Or it could be the champagne. Yes. Though, I haven't had a glass yet. Do you find it so disconcerting that someone might find you beautiful? I did mean it. You are beautiful. Wait! I apologize if I've made you uncomfortable. I just wanted to make sure you are all right. Why does that surprise you? Yes. More beautiful than the stars shining above. You're more radiant than anyone else in the ballroom. And if those people in there can't see it, they're fools. Then, you've been lied to. What if I told you that this isn't the first time we had spoken? Think hard. To when you were a child. During the war. Maybe it wasn't important to you, but you found a child in the woods. A child on the brink of death, bleeding. And you dragged that child back with you and saved them. It was the middle of a war. You could have died. There could have been soldiers there that could have killed you, but you gave no thought. Why? Most people wouldn't do things just because they are right. Most people would have prioritized their own well-being over a child with no importance bleeding in the woods. It's not obvious yet. Or are you simply trying to deny it? You know who I am. Why I sought you out. Yes, you do. Maybe you think that you're not worth such attention, but the only reason I'm here is because I knew you'd be here. I never got to thank you for saving my life. The life of the Crown Prince. My stepmother tried to kill me, dumped me in the woods to die. But I got away from the knights that were sent to finish me off, dragged myself to a tree, and was prepared to die. And then I opened my eyes, and there you were. You saved my life. Yes, you did. The last thing I want is to cause you any distress. But I had to see you. Had to speak with you. When I returned to the palace, I was forced to hide until the war ended. By then, you had changed estates. You vanished. I searched for you. But you didn't make it easy. I suppose that's because of how shy you are. Back then, you didn't know who I was. But now, you figured it out. How long ago? That's why you've been avoiding the ballroom. Do I scare you so much? Don't address me like that. My name is Evan. You should call me that. I don't care about propriety. I'm not my title. Neither are you. I owe you more than you'll ever know. And I confess, I've loved you since that day in the woods. When I was healing at your estate, you rarely left my side. You read me books, sung me songs. The only time you left was when your parents shooed you out when the doctor arrived. Is that brave child gone forever? I thought not. I intend to court you. Because you deserve to make a choice rather than have it thrust upon you. I am the Crown Prince. Your family would no doubt welcome the match. But I don't care about what anyone else wants. Only you. I know. In my mind, I had planned to say this much more elegantly. To woo you with honeyed words, but as soon as I saw you, those words vanished. You wouldn't have to become anything other than what you are right now. I don't want you to change. If you wanted to spend your days in the Royal Library for all eternity, you could. No one would dare say anything. Just consider it. Please. May I call upon you sometime? I can easily disguise myself. Perks of having a mage in my employ. Your family won't know who I am. Just some nobleman. All right. Then, until tomorrow. Mwah. Farewell.